Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Happy New Year. Starting off the year right with episode 100 of Bits, Crits, and Halfwits. Welcome back to the Disaster Tour, everybody. I'm PT, your Disaster Tour guide, and I am absolutely thrilled to have you here with us tonight.
I can't believe it's
I'm
episode 100.
And the first
You
episode
know,
of 2024.
give or take a couple, because counting week to week is very difficult.
You
Mhm.
know, fair.
Like, if I'm being level, we may be plus or minus an episode, but in our hearts, it's episode 100.
So
In
we
our
actually
hearts.
didn't start keeping track until like episode 20 something.
Yeah, once we realized this wasn't going to be like an 8-week game.
Yeah.
We only started keeping track once they realized when I opened with, yeah, guys, I really want to do episode 1. I really want to do level 1 to level 20, that I was not kidding.
That's true.
But welcome back to the Disaster Tour. Last time was fairly chaotic, so basically the way we'll do the recap after we ask our question of the day is we're going to do it popcorn style.
Ooh.
Oh, God.
Where you can
It's
just
been 2 weeks.
you can
Like
just
high
say
school all
however
over
much you
again.
want and then send it to the next person. But should be a pretty good time. Vital, thank you for the 9-month streak on subs. And then before we start, I just want to let everybody know, because I didn't have time to post about it in the last few weeks because I was doing familial obligation. Tomorrow we will be doing a 6-hour charity stream for the Armed Services YMCA.
Hell yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We will be doing 6 hours of the absolutely brutal Baldur's Gate Tactician with no companions run.
Mm-hmm.
And there might be, well, there will be some fun rewards for that, but you'll have to find those out as you hit donation goals for the thing.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody's ever been to one of Sky's, it's going to kind of be run the exact same way.
That's fair.
Yeah. Almost like same company.
Almost like.
Anyways, without further ado, happy to your Disaster Tour Guide. Let's get all of our players introduced with our wonderful question of the day. What is your character's New Year's resolution? First, we have Elliot Burning Oak, the half-elf wizard from the half-elf blizzard, my apologies,
Oh.
from Zreya, played by...
It's Isaac. And clearly Elliot's New Year's resolution is to be better.
That's fair.
Damn. You're really setting yourself up for failure there. Failure or success, depending on how hard you are on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we have Lyra Dreamshadow, the Kalishtar wizard from Stipvale, played by...
Hello, I'm Rosie, one Rosie CS on the internet, and Lyra's resolution. I feel like she's like, I haven't got much time to read this year. I want to read like 100. That's her New Year's. Read 100.
Read 100, not finally write her own fan fiction.
No, that's too much pressure. This is mine.
And
Who
then
wants the mouse?
we have Karakareem, the Furbolg warlock from The Hedge, played by...
Hello, my name is Terminian Link VT, and Karak's New Year's resolution is to get back in touch with, his godly patron. Actually, reconnect with some of his roots and what he used to learn back in the day.
Gosh, I can't believe it's the last time I'm gonna say you're from The Hedge. I'll give all of chat, I'll give you a hint as to what one of the perks are. Our top donators will, within reason, obviously, get to name the other 4 continents.
Oh boy!
Oh.
Permanently have a name you came up with emblazoned on the BCH game world.
Let's go.
Then we have Newson Worldwalker, the Minotaur Sorbarian from Ulfast, played by...
Oh, it's me, the Sky Tea. I don't... after the events of last episode, I feel like Newson's New Year's goal is to have a pet manatee, one way or the other.
True. And then last but not least, we have Lulin Boldspeaker, the Minotaur Druidin from Olfast, played by...
And me, Brembo. Honestly, Lulin's gonna just Lulin's gonna publish his own cookbook.
Let's go.
I figured it
yes.
would be Get Married, but, you know, that's on
I
me.
That's
I mean,
already in the.
that's-
It's not. You know, that's in the.
It's not
That's
a
in the plans
resolution, that's
already.
just
Yeah.
happening.
That's a guarantee.
Yeah.
That is. Yeah.
All right.
That's
Get
not a
married or
hope.
die at this point.
Yeah.
Jesus. Let's be honest, so, folks, isn't like there's only 3 options when you start a relationship. You get married, you die, or you break up.
Well, yeah. For specifically, I was thinking Valentine let him go once. She's not going to let it happen again.
Yeah, so Lulin's only been given 2 of the 3 options.
Yeah, exactly.
Death or
Get ma-
marriage.
Yeah, get married or die.
50-50. I like
If,
those odds.
if Lulin ever tells Valentine, I don't think this is gonna work out, she's just gonna pull a knife and say, "You better make it."
Back to the kitchen, bitch.
But
Put your apron back on.
la- breaking gender roles.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But last time on Bits, Crits, and Halfwits, our characters went into the music box. And you know what we're gonna get? We're just gonna get each character's take on the events that happened inside the box.
Oh boy.
So we'll start with Elliot. Elliot, what was your take on Nelios's little fun house?
I don't know. Went down into his little lab. We did some things, solved a puzzle or two, gave us some free shit, and we left.
And you got eaten by a manatee.
Nah, we don't talk about that.
And then we have Lyra. What was your take on the events?
Okay, so I was just sleeping, I was like sleeping upstairs, and then I wake up and we're all getting like sucked into the ground, and then I was like, well, if my friends got sucked into the ground, I should just probably follow them. So I did, because they say like if your friends jump off a cliff, would you? And my answer's been yes. So and then anyway, that's kind of a side point. But yeah, and then we went in there, and it was kind of scary, and there was lots of like pictures and stuff, and we got some stuff. I got a cat. I gained a pet.
You did gain a pet. And then Karak, what was your take on it all?
I've been with this group a week, right? And every time I think that it's not going to be horrifying anymore, that I've met the absolute pinnacle of where I can be surprised, I get roped into some underwater place. Manatees are apparently not huge, but they were huge. And I saw everybody get eaten by them. Then we had a really difficult puzzle. And then I didn't get to see the sunrise, and that was but hey, at least I got a sketchbook out of it, right?
And Newson, what was your take on the event?
I met we did get yanked into a hole, but then I met the biggest friend there's ever been, and then he ate my friends, which was kind of, awkward, and I asked him to spit them out, but he couldn't, so then I had to get eaten by a manatee, which was weird, and then we had to figure out a door puzzle, with words, which was very difficult, but I managed to figure out the very last one, which was I felt very proud of myself. And then I got this flask of a drink that does some shit. I don't know, I haven't drank it yet, but I'll drink it eventually.
And what is that drink called?
Blue Bison.
I love it.
Don't mind me just fixing all the channel point redeems.
Can we
Yes.
learn? Because some of these magic items were created. Can we get? Do you have the ability to shout out the people who created them?
Yes, let me go through the Discord. Everyone tell me what they got, and I will find you the person who created it. Who? What did we get?
I got
the cat coins, things like that.
I got Ace's sketchbook.
Ace's sketchbook was, as well as the Mageline spellbook that Elliot took, were both created by Foxglove.
Hey,
Ooh.
thank you, Box Love.
Thank you.
I got, I think the
So
jug
was
of blue
the
bison.
so was the jug of blue bison.
There you go.
Mm.
Yo,
Okay,
Fox
what about the
Love.
wooden?
And then the wooden coin came from Greg.
Oh,
Greg?
nice.
What a fucking dude.
Hey,
He's-
Silver
he's-
Strikers, thanks for the raid.
Let's go.
Let's go.
And then, Lulin, how did your night go?
I thought it went pretty all right. After a night of training, prepping the
After
Little-
watching Newton get psychically schwacked?
Yep.
yeah. After finally calming down from his little panic attack and worried half to death, he got everything ready and situated. He got his garments ready because old man wanted the shit to be traditional, so we're going to make it traditional.
Mm-hmm.
And had a pretty okay sleep.
I also have my new stream drink cups.
Mhm.
So true. Hell yeah.
And I'm ready to make some people suffer. Anyways, let's get on with it. Welcome to episode 100 of Bitscrits and Halfwits. Party. You know what? Here's how we're gonna start. You all wake up with just this feeling in your head that you've been missing something this whole time, and that you should probably come up with a group name.
Oh no, you could have given us some warning on this. Oh no.
No, it must be from the heart and immediate.
I feel like we actually had this brought up before, and we couldn't decide, so we just didn't.
I've been here like a week. I don't know what you want from me.
My
I'm-
vote's for Stargazers.
No.
I kind of like okay. What about the Sylvanarian Stargazers?
Sounds like a
That's my
fucking
vote.
basketball team.
Yeah, and we're gonna dunk on your ass.
Are you now?
Because we can't
Yes.
put stargazers in 2 campaigns.
I'm part
I
of
could
the.
be Stargazer wherever I please. Thank you very much.
But it's not nearly as funny in this campaign.
It is to me.
Just because your son is a star doesn't mean that I'm a stargazer.
Okay, okay.
I
Well,
gaze
okay,
at a singular star.
I mean, Valianti's a star, and yeah.
Damn.
All right.
Valid.
okay, so well, what do we have in common?
What do we have in common?
I mean, we all have very unique names that have specific letterings to them.
Oh my god, wait, didn't we figure out a way to put the first letters in order last time?
Oh, right. What was it?
We did.
The
Wait, did I
clen-
write
the
that
It's
down?
clenel.
clean, right?
The Clenel.
Clenel.
Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna stick with this. You all wake up in the morning after the nights you've had. Halfwits, what are you doing?
Fritz.
Oh, right. Clean is not a good group name.
As you all kind of are shunted out of the box into the early morning light inside the house, and Lulin is still just passed out, sleeping peacefully.
Is this a regular occurrence? Like, does this happen every night?
This
tell me.
specifically, no. But like crazy shit does happen to us a lot, so
I kind of figured that part. Do you ever get a good night's sleep? Like, ever?
Like
yeah.
12.2% of the time.
You're gonna have
That's
to teach
pretty
me
good.
what percents mean.
Like out of every 100, 12.2 times. Out of every 100 nights, 12.2 times. It's fine.
I mean, I guess that's okay.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good.
I mean, Anyway,
Did we have like stuff to do today? Or do we have obligations today?
I was planning on going upstairs and seeing the sunrise, but based on how the light's looking, I missed that.
Lulin, at this point, the talking kind of snaps you out of your kind of half restful, but also a little bit restless sleep.
Hey,
As you realize, for the first time in a long time, you're the last one awake.
Lulin like rubs his eyes, looks around. What? Where's the breakfast at?
Look, we had a night.
It was a crazy night.
Lulin gets up, baps Newsin on the nose.
Hey,
Excuses.
look,
Yeah.
we
I
were
got it.
fighting for our lives in the box with Nathaniel, alright?
I got a
Okay.
cool sketchbook out of it.
Okay, and
You
you're
guys are
standing here.
Hey, I had a really bad day yesterday anyway, and then I had to go into the box, and they gave us, there were word puzzles, there was also a giant manatee, which is pretty cool, but, like, the word puzzles were not cool.
News in from upstairs, yet again you hear...
My
And, like-
god, I forgot! I forgot we heard that last time! Newson immediately bounds upstairs.
News
anybody
in,
have
when
any
you
water?
get upstairs, the door to the room that you were staying in originally has water leaking out from under the door.
Oh my god, Karak, are you in there? She like knocks
No,
on the door.
I'm down here.
Not you, Karak! Karak!
You hear, like, bumping from inside the room. Like, things are being knocked over, but floating very slowly to the ground.
No. Is there any way for me to judge how much of this room is full of water?
You could try pushing on the door.
Oh, do all our doors open inwards? I guess I'll give that a shot.
There's a lot of pressure on the other side of this door, but you can roll me a strength check.
Oh boy. Alright, let's see how it... I mean, I don't think I'd just, like... Because obviously, if there's
You don't
water...
want to flood
it's gonna
the
come-
house.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like... Okay.
Also, the answer is yes. All the doors open inward.
Okay, well...
Isn't that like a fire hazard?
Yeah, we're minotaurs. We don't have to worry. We don't have to worry about busting a door down.
Your city was on fire 6 months ago. I guess a
That's
year
an
ago.
18 total.
Newton, you manage to shove the door, like, you're putting pressure on the door, and suddenly it opens, and you see a wall of water in front of you, but it doesn't fall out of the room.
Oh,
It seems like it's being magically kept in the room, as you see Niblet, now Karak, bouncing around the inside of the room, and eating one of Lulin's potted plants.
Oh my god, you're here! Everyone else would just hear a splash as she, like, jumps in the room. My New Year's resolution has already come true!
Are you sure you want to go through this magic barrier you don't understand?
I don't think I'd think that much about it. It's probably fine.
Okay, so you hear a splash from upstairs, and then a rush of water comes straight down the stairs and out the door, carrying Newsin and a manatee along with it.
My room! Obviously, Elliot looking down to the bottom of the stairs.
As... No, it's going down the stairs from the upstairs of the house. It's not going into the basement.
Right, but it's one staircase that goes down that Elliot extended, isn't it?
The water is not flowing like normal water should.
Okay.
It is also not leaving any damp spots after it. It just sweeps Newson and this manatee out into the street. And then Newson, as you watch, it kind of forms up in a bubble around this manatee, and as the manatee swims, the bubble just stays with it.
Oh my god, you're my best friend forever! You can live here with me!
You watch as Karak Jr. kind of meanders over until the bottom of the bubble is brushing against the grass, and then goes down and starts eating it.
Oh my god. No one will ever have to mow or shorten our grass ever again.
Yeah, because you fucking killed it.
I didn't kill it. I didn't kill any grass. He's eating it.
Anyways, what is everyone else doing?
I think Lyra would be like in awe of this manatee in a hamster ball. That's really impressive.
Manster ball.
Hamster ball, yeah, but she's like, wow, the innovation. And also she's like, what spell is this? So she's like kind of looking at it, poking it a little bit.
Roll Arcana.
Ooh.
Let's go.
With a 23, as you are looking into this, you see that this manatee has, like, at first you thought they were just markings. Like, just like, you know, like everybody else. Like, people have freckles, or like, animals have stripes. But you realize they are actually runes that seem to be giving this manatee, that still look completely natural, like it grew up with them. And could explain how it got lost, that seemed to give this manatee the innate ability to use the control water spell.
Oh my gosh, whoa.
You're so talented.
Listen, it's a magic manatee. It's a magic manatee.
Rock is a magic manatee? This is the best day ever. Oh my god.
Shape so it's Karak but magic.
I'm right here. I'm right here.
No, not you, Karak. Karak.
Yeah.
If anybody's looking at Lulu, he's already doing a shot.
Lulin does not look particularly well rested.
Are you okay, Lulin?
Just kept tossing and turning all night.
Oh, yeah, that happens to some.
You know, whenever after somebody explodes into a hurtful miasma and mentally hurts us all, and then passes out while bleeding from the ears and the eyes. It's
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of par for the course at that point.
I mean,
it's okay.
Not like I was trying to freak you out.
You did a good
Well,
job.
Yeah. Per usual.
Mm-hmm.
Lulu smiles and tussles your hair.
Aw.
I'm still kicking, thank God.
Mm-hmm.
Still kicking.
But we have an event to go to today.
All right.
I'm fighting Brave Apple today.
That's right. Oh my God, are you? Should we make coffee?
Yeah, I think we should make something to to wake you up a tiny bit. Like, if you didn't rest well, I would hate for you to go in and not be able to give it your all.
Oh, believe me, I will.
You gotta. It's sort of a like. I mean, it's a bit of a formality, I think, because Brave Apple likes you so much. But
Yes. I stayed back and talked to him for a while. He wants to do it the old traditional way, and like you see, like a kind of what looks like a wrestler's robe whenever they're entering the ring, except maybe not so eccentric. Definitely a lot more traditional looking.
mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, he wanted to do things the old traditional way. So I dug some stuff out, got it ready. It's probably why I didn't sleep that well. Probably didn't get that much. Yeah. I'll make us some breakfast and make some coffee. We have a couple of hours till I need to be there.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Karak.
Yep.
The meaning of this, and even to
Mhm.
Elliot and Lyra, the person trying to marry their daughter usually fights the father-in-law
Or
for
either parent, really.
Yeah, or for acceptance.
Gotta show your
this
like
tradition
your
is a little bit
prowess.
it's a little bit outdated now, but
Yeah,
me and Brave Apple want to give the people a show.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, as long as it's all in good fun, I don't really see a problem with it.
Yeah, you never like it. No goring or anything like that. It's
No weapons, no armor.
Yeah.
In the olden days, there may have been goring.
Yeah.
Not anymore. I suppose there'd probably be goring if the parent did not particularly care for the partner, but
And Luna like pulls out like a history book, like the first days of the Minotaurs walking upon this land, and maybe even where you're at. I don't know how long this predates. If you were to lose to said father-in-law, they would shave down the tip of your horn as to kind of show you wasn't worthy.
Oh.
Not like all the way down, just like so it's not
rounded
pointy.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Question, PT. Can I roll a history check to see if this was something that Minotaurs did in the hedge?
You do not need to. This tradition came after you.
Got it. Definitely new.
Huh.
Must be like a material plane Minotaur thing.
Probably.
New is relative when you're a 1,000-year-old rock.
Fair. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Luna starts getting coffee ready.
All
He
right.
starts making breakfast.
Well,
I'll help
that's
grind
all.
the beans.
While that's all happening, I'm gonna head upstairs, meditate a tiny bit, maybe see about calling my god, because I do need to talk with them.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna do that at sunrise, but you can't expect. I've been on a roll. It was bound I was gonna miss one at some point.
Yeah, I mean, it's never a bad time to call your white woman, right? Like,
Oh my
It's
word!
not a white woman, it's the white woman. Come on.
I said his white woman. I think that's
Not
specific
his.
now.
Yeah, but
It's
now
his god.
now that makes it like he owns her. And
Yeah, that's not.
No,
That's not.
no.
It's
Oh,
the
his-
white woman.
God.
his is possessional of the white woman. And come
Yeah,
on, Susan.
Okay, fine. A white woman. It's never a bad time to call a white woman.
Lyra, what is your reaction to that as a white woman?
She's like, yeah, call me anytime.
Yeah, I don't really mind.
Yeah, I don't care.
A little
Oh my
hair,
God.
a little hair twirl. Face looks down.
Anyway,
Good luck.
thank you.
You should just try like talking. I do. I mean, all I do is just like talk to Astro Leone. So like, that seems like the best way to do it. I assume she's around.
Hopefully. Anyway, and then with that, Karok's gonna find his way upstairs and hopefully find an entrance from there to the roof.
Do you have a rooftop entrance, Lulin?
I'll roll you a luck check because that never crossed my mind.
I mean, worst comes to worst, you can open a window.
10. You might have to open a window.
Mm-hmm.
That's right in the middle.
Yeah. There's probably like an exterior ladder from like the porch, like the roof of a porch to the
Mhm.
roof, but not one for the inside.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so Karok, you make your way through the house. You kind of open up a window and crawl out onto the roof.
Probably freaking out the neighbors as I do. Just like, what? What are they doing?
The neighbors have long since stopped caring about what happens at the home of Lulin Boldspeaker.
Okay. And Karok is just gonna find a relatively stable place to sit and just kind of try to focus on that feeling that he's been getting of like safety, that sort of pull that he's been having since he came to this plane, as a way to sort of commune with his patron.
So Karok, what are you saying in particular, though? Because you said you were going to try and pray to your god. What is the prayer?
I know it's been a very long time since I've seen you, but I'm ready to rejoin the hunt.
Okay, what are the rest of you doing?
Lula's making breakfast.
Newson, I'm assuming you've, like, reached into the bubble and tied a rope around Karok Jr.'s neck and, like, taken him to the backyard.
Yeah, we don't have like a fence, but yeah, I think I would probably like.
Just tie him to a post like the lawnmower on a string.
Yeah, just like
Are you
give him a long. Ooh, you know what? I'll set up like one of those leads that you have for dogs, where you connect it to two trees so they can like go back and forth. I want him to have space to roam, you know.
So you're connecting it probably to one of the training dummies and the ruins of the tree?
Yeah, probably. Or like the house and a training dummy, something like that.
As you're doing this outside, Newson, you catch a whiff of roses before the rest of you hear a knock on the downstairs door.
Oh my god, Karok, you smell like roses! I didn't even know you could smell things through the water, but like, that's great! That's so cool!
Elliot will answer the door.
Elliot, as you answer the door, you see a very familiar elven woman with long white hair braided with rose petals and thorns standing at the door. And as you open it, she just looks at you and tilts her head. It's so good to see you again.
You as well. Been a minute.
Yes, may I come in?
Of course.
Of course.
Lowland,
breakfast is...
we got company.
Yep.
I brought tea.
Sure. Oh, okay. I can get you a clean pot if you need to make it.
Oh no. I brought hot tea.
Okay.
As she kind of steps inside and looks around, and Karok, you feel the bond getting stronger, but you're not getting an answer to your prayers.
Sort of inexplicably quickly, Elliot has a cup in his hands for tea. Like, He's just
Yeah,
ready to receive
He's
tea.
so ready, always ready for tea.
Yeah, Lil's gonna pull out his his tea set and stuff like that.
Elliot, she pours you a cup of oolong tea.
Thank you.
As she kind of steps inside, oh, this is much nicer than the fire I saw you all around last time, but
Oh, thank you. I built it.
you've done marvelous
The
work.
fire too.
Lil rubs the back of his head and blushes a little bit. Thank you. I'm just about finished with breakfast. Would you like a plate?
Oh, what is it?
It provisions and stuff are rough to come by because things happening.
Of
just-
course.
Eggs, beans, fresh bread, coffee, and if you're willing to share, tea.
Okay. Elliot, as you let her in and you're closing the door, roll me a perception check at disadvantage because you were focused on getting your cup out. Newsin from the backyard, you can roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Oh, I clicked the wrong button. Let me click again.
The struggle. Let's
I
perceptify.
forgot how things worked, and that's better somehow.
So, Elliot,
Joke's on you, PT.
Elliot, you see figures as she walks in, you see that across the street, split among several buildings, kind of almost like they're watching around, are several people in uniforms that you would recognize as... Oh... Fuck. The Second Sons.
I was about to volunteer that.
Newton, you see them from the back, and you see that they're as you kind of pick up on the first one, and you begin looking around, you see that they are kind of interspersed all the way around the house.
Do I recognize any of them, or just the...
You recognize that one of them is the old man that you met with near the shadow box.
Okay.
But they don't really seem like they're looking in like they're watching all of you. They're more looking out like they're standing guard. Kind of like they don't want to make a scene of being
Yeah.
on her tail, but they're definitely...
Well, did I notice her actually go inside, or do
You-
I just saw all of these guys suddenly show up and
You-
surround the house?
Yeah, you heard a whiff of roses, and then you just saw all of these guys around the house.
Yeah. Okay, Karak, I think it would probably be better if we went back to calling you Nimblet. Are you okay with the name Nimblet instead of Karak? Because I think it's starting to confuse Karak. I'm gonna take that as a yes, and she sticks... No? You want to stay Karak? No, you don't want to stay Karak. Okay, at some point I will figure out how to speak with animals so that you can tell me your actual name. Okay. She sticks her arm into the bubble and gives him a little pat on the nose and is like, I'm gonna go let everybody know that our house is surrounded now. You eat your grass.
As Nimblet moves into the nuzzle, the water just pushes up your arm.
It's a good thing I don't have sleeves. This is an ideal situation for me.
And then you go to take care of the matter. Oh, Karak, you're on the roof. Roll me a perception check at advantage.
Got it.
With the magical water, when I pull my arm out, is it dry?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool.
Dry, and it almost feels conditioned?
He's got moisturizing water.
Actually, could I argue that it's just regular perception since I'm focusing on trying
If
to
you
get my
want to
god?
roll with less dice than I told you to, you are more than welcome to. You don't even have to ask me.
Got it.
Karak, you don't notice anything. You hear the door close downstairs, but that's about it.
I think I'll walk in like the back, the back door that like attaches to the kitchen, and just be like, guys, there's a bunch of the guys from the Second Sons all around the house.
Oh, hello, Newson.
Oh, hi. I guess they're here. They're here for you.
Well, I don't think they're here for me, but they won't do you any harm.
They're not here. Who are they here
they're
for
not
then?
They're not here to come get me.
Oh, well, yeah. Here, I guess I should have said here because of you.
That would be more correct.
Got it. Yeah, you know, Bathos told me you were here.
Did he?
Yeah, when I came into town, he mentioned that you were helping with, I think some of the, healing going on in the outer area of the city, in the camps.
I am to some extent working on healing, but well, I think based on where you've all been, I'm more making sure that the hunt remains plentiful for those who need the food.
Oh, you know, that makes more sense. You know, does Karak know you're here?
Well, he is currently praying to me on the roof, so I'm hoping eventually he'll figure it out.
Should I?
Well, if not, his food's gonna get cold, and he's
Rock
just gonna...
company.
Yeah, you want me to just go? He's on the roof. I could go like yell at him.
Croc, you got 5 seconds to get your fucking breakfast, or else it's going down my throat.
Okay, got it. And you just hear like some scrambling coming through a window.
Skittering.
You always threaten somebody's food. That's how they get here quicker.
Karak, you like
Someone picks up a broom and like
Just coming
hits
down.
the-
It's just like, sorry I took so long. It's just. Oh.
Karak.
Yeah, your lady's here.
His
My
what?
lady, it's wonderful to meet. It's wonderful to see you again. And Karak sort of just takes a knee and puts like his sickle that's usually on his like hip off, like down to the ground.
She kind of looks over at you, News, and she goes, 1, he is mine, I am not his. 2nd,
Exactly.
it has been a while since somebody bowed. Please rise.
Of course. And Karak just like gets up and straightens himself out, just like, it's lovely to see you again. It's been so long.
It has. What has it been? 1,200 years? Something like that?
Oh, that's even longer than he thought.
Well, he was at the court for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
You were 200 years old when you turned to stone?
At this point, I'm willing to believe anything.
Damn.
What do you mean?
I've been hearing 1,000. Someone said they knew me about 600 years ago, but I've been in a stone for apparently 1,000 years, roughly.
And you...
Been...
You don't remember?
No.
Interesting. But you still follow the paths that your instincts remember.
Of course.
Hmm.
Done my best to act in the ways of the tenants that you left me. It's been not the easiest, but I'm happy I can finally brush up a bit on what I learned way back when.
Yes. Well, not a lot has changed. Although our
Okay.
numbers are growing.
Oh, lovely.
We are in a unique position in this new world.
Mm-hmm.
But you wish to rejoin the hunt.
Of course. I for being gone so long, I was scared that I'd been left behind intentionally, but I knew that never would have been the case.
No, of course not.
Mhm.
You are a child of the hunt, like all the rest.
Mhm.
One way or another, the hunt will find you again.
Mhm.
Well, if you do wish to rejoin the hunt fully, say goodbye to your friends, Karak.
Oh, Oh, that's That's unfortunate.
We do have work to do.
Can't you just, like, give him assignments?
What is this? School?
It depends on what he wants.
Well, I guess that's fair. I mean, it has been chaos for, like, the week that we've been together, so I wouldn't blame you. Or, I guess, a year and a week, technically?
Yes, it has been chaotic since Hope began to walk the world again.
Ugh.
Mhm.
But I'm sure you all know about that. After all, several of you have a glow about you.
Glowing is what I do best.
That's a weird way to put it, honestly.
Well, although you may not be able to see it, Newsden, I see the glow of inspiration floating around you.
Oh, you know, I was kind of curious about that. How come we can see you? Like, everybody can see you. Like, you're a god, and everyone can see you, but nobody can see Astro Leone, so I just look like a crazy person when I talk to him.
Because inspiration doesn't appear to all. But the hunt comes for everyone in time.
These people saved me. If not for them, I wouldn't have been able to make it here. I would hate to leave them when they needed me most. If anything, they've become a hunting party of my own.
Then it sounds like you have a hunt in mind. What is it that you are all hunting?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of when you're getting hunted by something, you kind of gotta hunt back or die, you know.
Hmm. And I'm assuming you've set your own traps, adequately prepared for the hunt?
Yeah, well,
I mean,
Or are
we
you
fell
still
into a
just
trap.
acting like prey?
More so studying the creature.
Hmm. As the prey studies the hunter studies them. How are you after last night? I felt it in the weave.
oh, it was not good. It was really bad. I mean, I kind of I don't know. I just think it's weird that hope the god of hope can't be like reasoned with or
Hope can
Fucked.
rarely be reasoned with.
but he's not. I guess I don't know. I'm having trouble wrapping my mind around the whole like representations of kind of subjective feelings because I don't know. I just don't get the motivation of like, what if I just destroy this whole world? Like, there's so many hopeful people here. What if I just kill them all? You know?
Unfortunately, I do not know enough about this god to give you any insight.
Yeah.
They are new to our world as well.
He's kind of a motherfucker.
Interesting term. What does it mean?
It means he sucks. He's just.
Croc's trying to connect the dots between motherfucker and sucks. It's just like
Well, Karak,
He's bad, but he doesn't have to be, and it's frustrating.
Well, Karak, if this is the path you choose, I will sanction your hunt. I will help where I can, as is my calling.
And hey, you're a friend to us too. Don't be a stranger. Come on by.
Mhm.
Maybe next time you visit my humble abode, I'll feed a better meal.
But, Karak, as with every hunt we have participated in,
Mhm.
when I tell you which direction to run to cut off your prey, a moment's question will prevent it and allow the prey to escape.
Mhm.
Anyways, thank you for this delicious meal, Lulin.
It could honestly be better, but I appreciate it.
You're just
Thank
being
you.
modest. Look, a god just said your cooking's good. You take that, put it in your fucking cookbook. Can we quote that? Can we put it at the front? Lady of White Roses, your breakfast was quite good.
There will be so few who know what that means.
Well,
Yeah,
for now.
but
All
okay.
the better.
Everybody can think it's good, but I don't think it's good. I know I can improve. I know I can serve a better meal once all this is done, and damn well am I gonna.
Self-improvement. That's a wonderful quality to have.
When you say that, Karak, she kind of just turns and looks at you.
What?
Not like
Tenant.
judging, but just considering. You have surely improved upon yourself. You weren't always this optimistic.
I don't know why.
This guy wasn't an optimist?
Yeah, that's crazy. I
What
guess
happened to you, bro?
1,000 years in a rock, I guess.
We've been over this. I don't know what happened to me.
Is there a way to, like, fix it? Wait.
That's actually what I wanted to get onto.
Yeah.
I received this potion. Pulls out a little white potion from a lovely Kenku named Mog.
Ah,
Supposedly they had come to visit me multiple times while I was in the stone and made something that might help me with my memory issues. I just worry that if I drink it now, I'll be more conflicted than I've ever been. If I'm so different than I was before, who's to say regaining those memories won't cause problems later?
but who is to say that regaining them later wouldn't create undue problems that they would not have if you regained them now? I will not tell you how to run your hunt, Karak.
Mm-hmm.
I will simply advise you that at the end of the day, the cleanest hunt is the one where you use every tool at your disposal. It is up to the hunter to decide when each tool should be used.
Understood. Thank you for your advice.
Of course. That's what I'm here for. Should any of you need me, you may either reach out to one of the second sons, or you may find me in the medical tents on the edge of the city.
I'm sure you'll see me soon enough. I plan on donating some time. At some point today.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought you were implying that Brave Apple was gonna beat the shit out of you.
Yeah, that was a bit of whiplash.
Honestly, it'll probably be both of us down there.
Yeah.
With the exception, I intend to help.
From the stories I've heard in the camp, I wish you the best of luck. After all, from how I understand it, you are not the first to attempt to take your betrothed's name.
No.
What?
Yeah?
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yes. Well, from the stories that the Minotaurs tell when they've had a few too many ales, none have made it past the pit with her father.
Well, you'll
Well, I
be
think
the
that's
first.
for obvious reasons at this point. Now that I know so much about the history, nobody had the brawn and the cooking skills, and she kind of like slaps, gives Lulin like a pat on the like back.
She kind of like rises, and it's not like, it doesn't look like somebody normally standing up. It looks like she literally rises out of the chair and straightens her legs. I wish you luck with your
You should
hunt
come
for
watch.
love.
Thank you.
No. I wish I could, but there is still work to be done. And this is a moment for you all to revel in yourselves. Unlike the rest of the gods, I don't put as much emphasis on being a part of your lives, as long as you live them the right way. As she like leaves the teapot too, as she turns to walk away. Good luck, though. Hopefully, if I see you in the tent, you are there to help, not use resources.
It'll probably be both, but I'll bring my own.
I'm sure you will. As she heads out the door, and do you all watch her leave?
Mm-hmm.
I do.
Elliot is busy claiming a teapot.
He's carving his name into the bottom of it.
Okay.
He would never. That would ruin its value.
Well, while Elliot's claiming a teapot, everybody else sees as she opens the door, there is the old man, well, the older man, probably like mid-40s, from the Second Sons, is looking through the doorway as he like holds it so she can walk out. And you can roll me an insight check to see specifically what he's looking at.
Insight. That's my best skill.
Rolls a 4.
Yeah.
13 for me.
Ooh.
Get him!
Lulin,
good
are
past
you
Lyra.
rolling?
Yes. Ha.
So, Karak, you are oblivious. You're just like, okay, my hunt's been sanctioned. Good day. Okay, I can work with
my
this.
God's here. They've sanctioned it. I got some great advice.
Newson, you can tell that this guy is looking inside, but he could just be looking at the group. Lyra and Lulin. This man is looking directly at Elliot.
Elliot, do you know that guy?
As
What
the
guy?
door closes. As Elliot goes
No.
to turn and look.
Oh, well, it was
What
like
guy?
kind of
What am I looking at?
Kind of like an old guy. He was just kind of looking at you, kind of.
Is it the guy we literally helped out of the prison?
No, it's
Lulin literally carried him out.
Is it the
Elliot
guy
sort
that
of looks
is
at
it the guy
Lulin.
that I identified, PT?
It's the guy from the shadow box.
Okay. Yeah, we met that guy at the shadow box. I think he was just looking at our sweet digs, because he had to stand outside.
Lulin, with your 21, and I'll say Lyra with your 20. They do kind of look alike.
Oh, Elliot, I think it was your.
What?
You know, your brother.
No, because you cut out.
Oh no, Elliot, I think it was your brother.
That's my brother?
I don't know. One of them. You have more than one, right?
Well, yeah, of course I have more than one brother, but like,
Yeah. It's one of them.
okay. So, but is he the one that you met? That was around my dad?
No.
Presumably,
No.
whichever one was the second son.
I'm sure I was
That's
the
good.
second son.
That's good. Good one,
Do
Newsom.
you count because you're not like a whole
No,
son?
go on. What, you think I'm 1.5? That would make
Yeah.
him 2.5.
That's still a few rounds.
You round me, I'm 2.
And then they would be 3, right? That's
Very
that's
good.
the pattern. Yes.
Yeah, so anyway.
So he was looking at Elliot? That's weird.
Yeah, and kind of looked like Elliot.
He looked like me?
Yeah, that's why I said he was your brother. I don't know your other brother.
Bruh. It's like Elliot goes to open the door.
Elliot, when you open the door, all you see is this group heading off down the street.
Can I point at the back of the one's head?
Roll me a perception check at disadvantage to tell which one it is from behind.
I'm pointing at someone, for sure. What was that perception at disadvantage?
Yep.
It's probably like
Oh, sorry,
that guy.
Disadvantage. Let me roll again. Seven.
Lyra is pointing at the back of someone's head who very clearly has brown hair.
I think it was that one.
And Elliot, there is not a brown-haired person in your entire family line that you know about.
You know we're elves, right?
Or
Usually
well,
pretty-
okay.
Pretty blonde.
I don't know. It was. I saw him. Lilith, you saw him too, right?
Yeah.
Elliot, roll me a perception check. Yeah, none of those guys are even elves. They're all human.
They're all humans.
I don't know. Wait, did the guy look like an elf that I saw? Who was
You
looking at-
honestly don't remember.
Oh.
You
Well,
weren't
you
looking
know-
at his ears. You were looking at his eyes.
Yeah. Well, I guess maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I'm like a lot less confident about it now. Just ignore me, I guess.
Okay.
As you're standing here, you hear a set of hooves walk up. And when you turn, Golden Hoof, Newson's dad, is standing there.
Hello again.
Hello! I'm here for Lula.
Yeah, I'll be ready in a minute.
Fantastic.
We were having breakfast. I think there's probably extra.
Mm-hmm.
I still need to eat mine.
Come and have a plate.
Oh, as tradition dictates, I've already eaten with Brave Apple, but hopefully you will not be mad that I was so bold, but in the absence of your parents here, I figured I would stand in for you.
Thank you.
If that is okay with you, Lulin.
I greatly appreciate it. And Lilith comes out and, goes out, shakes his hand, welcomes him in. And he's kind of like pulling him into the house. And he's gonna push him into a seat, put a plate in front of him.
As he is pulled by Newson, he just reaches out and just ruffles your hair.
Pulled by Lulin, I think you mean.
That is what I meant. But he reaches out to you as he goes by and just ruffle, ruffle, ruffle.
Newson's like, sighs.
Now, have you thought about your strategy, son?
Nope.
Oh. It's likely good that this is just a formality, then.
Are you just planning on beating him with brute force?
Me?
No.
I'm not beating him at all.
No, Lumen.
Not at all.
So, if you don't have a plan,
I've never
and you don't
fought
have
him.
brute force,
I've never fought him, and I'm in an area and very little. I'm in a in a location with very little area. I need to study him, figure out his movements, figure out his stuff, and I'm also gonna talk shit on him, get him riled up, make him come after me.
fair enough. That's a good as plan as any. Grok just goes back to eating their share of food.
If you do manage to get a rise out of him, son, I will be mighty impressed. He is, after all, a bartender.
Yeah. It's okay.
Well,
Like sneers. I have plans. I have ideas.
Oh, so you do have plans. Good.
Well, I have plans to talk shit about him. Yeah.
as long as you think it will work, I'm simply here to present you.
Well, I appreciate it.
Just remember, if it doesn't work and he still gives his approval, he will not let you forget it forever. If we go drinking there, he's gonna bring it up. So
Every time.
be prepared to live with that.
Just don't lose.
Well, I mean, even then, like, if the shit talking isn't good enough, he's gonna bring it up even if you win. Like, he's gonna be like, remember that time you tried to bait me? Gives you an ale.
I believe in Lulin.
If your insults are bad enough, he might simply start charging you.
Wait, start charging you, like, in the fight, or charging you for drinks? Because I'm assuming you're paying him already, because its service is impeccable. It'd be a shame if you didn't...
He tells me I don't have to pay, but I still do.
Okay, good.
Hell, I
Wait,
pay him.
We've been paying?
It's more of like an exchange, because there's not like a lot of necessarily currency exchange with Minotaurs. It's more like you do shit in exchange. So like
I just saw that someone in chat said, insult his daughter, and I'm like, yeah, that's a really good way to get actually beat to death.
Yeah, I'm trying to marry
would just
that.
kill him.
Valentine just appears out of nowhere and murders Lulin.
Like, you were fighting my
Wedding's
father, now
off.
you fight me.
But the sun is almost at that point in the sky. Are you prepared?
Yes. Luna's gonna take his garms and go upstairs and change.
Alright, so describe what you come back downstairs in.
So, imagine. So I said it earlier. Think of it as kind of like a wrestler's robe, but maybe not so eccentric and colorful. The back of the robe is supposed to showcase a story, or maybe not a story, maybe like descriptions of who's wearing it, and you see kind of like the city's emblem in the center, along with just like a bunch of weapons surrounding it, with a star and a stamped signature, signifying that Lulin's mastered these, or has gotten, in the eyes of a weapons teacher, proficient. And amongst them is the highest one is a spatula with many a stars and many a stamped signatures. It's probably like a reddish brown color, with maybe like white fur, like white gray fur at the end, maybe either from like a wolf or a rabbit.
Or a knoll.
Or a knoll, yes. And it's kind of wearing like a tight pants, but also kind of like loose fitting and flowy. Maybe something towards like a traditional like Japanese wear.
Hammer pants.
Yes.
for lack of a better way to put it.
Yes. Loon's hair is done up in maybe a more like a traditional style, like bun. No armor. No hammer, no nothing. Just clothes.
Oh, Newton, I remember when I had to do this for your mother. It was brutal.
Damn. Yeah. That I can only imagine what it was like to fight Grandfather Stormhorn.
You know, I've just realized as time goes on, the fighters in the lineage get stronger and stronger because you have to beat the person who beat everyone who beat the person who beat everyone.
Mm-hmm.
That's very impressive.
That's the
He
idea.
picks up on things mighty fast.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah, but here's the thing. The last time Brave Elba actually had to fight somebody, that man was in a coma for 2 weeks. So, nearly a decade's gone by, and I'm the first. So,
Oh, well, Lulin,
I would
he's
say
going,
I can't.
He's going as traditional as he can. Once you're in, there will be no leaving the ring. They've set the runes, they've brought the ancestors' totems.
Lulun's like, really excited. This hasn't been done in such a long time.
Almost 200 years.
This is very exciting.
God, I was.
Anyways, Lulin, you must come with me. The rest of you, make your way there soon. I'm sure you can just follow the crowds.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Got it.
But Lulin, you and me must head out.
Sure, let's go.
As he kind of
Good
like finishes just shoveling food off the plate. Because if there's anything about Newson's dad, Lulin and Brave Apple can cook, but Golden Hoof and Newson can eat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's got 4 stomachs, and he's going to use every goddamn one of them.
Absolutely.
Hell, between Lulun and Brave Apple's breakfast, he's only used one.
Brave Apple is eating breakfast before a fight. You have no idea how many stomachs he's using.
Newson will probably stop Lulin right before you head out and put her hand up, but kind of at the back of your head and clack horns with you and be like, you're gonna kill it.
Thank you.
Not
He's gonna-
literally, but
Yeah.
metaphorically.
Lulun's gonna hand you his house keys. Remember, lock up.
Yep. Will do. Karak, you better have closed that window you crawled out earlier.
Of course, I'm not an animal.
And
Lulun
Lulin,
looks up at the window.
yeah, as you walk out, you both look back. You and Golden Hoof look back. The window could be open or closed. You really have no idea. You also see Nimblet just floating around the yard, munching grass.
Lulun's just gonna look at it, look at him. Don't ask questions. It's your daughters.
Of course it is.
She always used to bring shit like that home.
Now I have a very important question for you.
Yes.
I've been wrong twice before. This one is a pet, yes?
Yes. This one. Lulu like chokes. Like Lulu like tries, instinctually trying to laugh. Catches
Fantastic.
himself.
Because
Chokes.
I'm trying to do better for my daughter, and I didn't see a hand to shake, and I didn't know quite how to approach the situation.
You kind of just reach your hand in and pet its nose.
Ah! And that is... on which
That
end?
is- Lulu reaches in.
This man has never seen an aquatic creature in his life.
Yeah, Lulu reaches his hand into the water, between the two eyes, and boops the snoot.
Nimblet sticks his whole head in your hand. And does like a cartwheel, just getting like a full body scratch.
Yeah, this is a manatee.
Oh! What's a manatee? Well, I suppose this is, but where did you get it?
I didn't get it. And to be honest, it wasn't here yesterday. So if you wanna have that answer,
You're telling me that there are more of these cute, ugly things nearby?
Yes. My dad gets it.
I
shall have to
close-
find one for myself.
Yes. Yeah, we'll talk to Newson about that later, because I don't know how she got it here.
Well, you all travel so much. I'm sure me and what is its name?
I what does Lulith think its name is?
Lulin, you have no fucking clue. Newson, roll me a perception check from inside to see if you just hear this conversation going on. Roll it at disadvantage because it's through a wall.
9.
You hear them talking, but you don't know what they're talking about. Could be serious. Probably best not to intervene.
Definitely.
We're just in there. I'm like, do you think we should take Niblet to the fight? Like, maybe it's not good for them.
I don't know. They're so nice that they things don't do violence against them. So I don't think that Nimblet would want to see violence.
Yeah, it might be shocking.
Okay, so its name is
Yeah.
Niblet now. Nimblet.
Yeah,
Got
yes.
it.
His name is Nimblet now. He's not Karaka. I did
appreciate
decide that would be too confusing.
It was very confusing.
Lulin, you and Goldenhoof continue on to the kind of little, almost like it's just a room with curtains they've set up on either side. But
Yeah.
Lulin, as you approach this ritual area, you see that he was not kidding. The circle itself is probably only about 15 yards wide. So about 45 feet. Still decently sized. But around it, every 30 degrees are totems. Some of which have horns on them. Like, from when a Minotaur died, they preserved the horns. And half of them show the distinctive horn pattern of Brave Apple and Valiant Eyes family, and the other half show yours.
Yeah.
But in between them, across the ground, it seems like drawn in, as you kind of look closer at it, sugar, maybe? Are like runic symbol, like ancient Minotaur runic symbols scrawled onto the ground.
Yeah.
As he kind of leads you into your little hut to get ready. And we'll cut back to everyone else while that happens.
All right, everybody get your shit together. We're going. We got to get there early so that I can push it. Well, no, it's not gonna be that early, but we gotta get
Make
there
sure we
so
have
that
a good-
we can push
we gotta have
everybody
a good
out of the
view.
way. Yeah, we gotta claim our.
We gotta support Lulin.
spot. Exactly. We have to be able to make eye contact.
As
Make,
you
like,
all,
signs?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Coffee, that's a good
But-
meme.
Lyra's gonna spend like 10 minutes putting together like a "Go Lulin" sign.
All right.
Near the end, I think Elliot's gonna go, sure you spelled Lulin right?
God, I've never seen Lulin spell it, so maybe I'm wrong.
Wow. I mean,
Oh,
I think you might be wrong here.
As
oh no.
as you all head out and you're having this conversation as you walk towards the center of Oldfast, you see that there are hundreds, if not thousands, of Minotaurs. Like, it seems like everybody in the city who did not have something to actively do is grouped up, because this is not a tradition that anybody has heard about, that anybody has seen in the last 200 years. Like, there are very few Minotaurs old enough to remember the last time one of these was done. and they were probably kids when they watched it happen.
Mhm.
As you all approach, you hear the roaring of the crowd. Do I have a crowd sound?
Everybody make way! Best friends coming through. Thank you very much.
As
Susan is walking with purpose, pushing her way through this crowd.
as you're all pushing to the front, you push almost all the way, and Newton, you feel your thigh bump into something before a voice yells at you.
Hey! What were the Oh, Oh my god!
No,
Newson?
you did.
You're not dead!
Tom!
As you can see, Nam has very obviously grown a single inch since
Oh
you've
my
last seen him.
God damn! Nom, you definitely got taller.
Oh my... I'm so happy you said something about that.
Yeah. I think
You
your
know-
horns got bigger too. They look like holy shit. We're getting to the front. Lulin's about to fight to marry Valianti, so
Yeah, I was wondering what all this commotion was about.
yeah. So long story short, my childhood idol turns out was in love with Lulin, or they were in love with each other, but then she left to go out to sea, and she told him to come with him, and he said no, because he wanted to stay and train the next generation, which included me. So there was kind of some weird animosity there when we met up, but like it's kind of okay now, and now we're back, and he is now fighting Brave Apple, who is her dad, for her hand, in a very like traditional way that hasn't been done in a long time.
Wait,
Also, this is Karak.
Well, you were the one that pulled me out of the stone in the first place. It's wonderful to see you again. I knew that.
we've met?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys met.
We've met
Also,
each other.
we hang out with
Yeah,
gods now, so
Yeah,
you,
you
pulled.
pulled a rock out of my hand when I was in a rock.
you were the stone guy. Glad you got
Yeah.
out of that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
appreciate
Glad
it.
you got out of that.
He's
I
been pretty
appreciate it.
helpful.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But what happened?
I don't know. We were, I guess some teleportation mumbo jumbo happened, and I landed somewhere outside of Koboldia.
Damn, you came all the way back here. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, I'm like a big honcho there now.
Oh.
Yeah,
know,
I'm
they
here on
probably needed
on
it.
business.
Oh shit. Well, I mean, that's sick. I'm glad, I'm sorry that we got split up, but I'm glad that you've been able to, be. I don't even have the words. I'm just glad to see you. Holy shit.
I have
Yeah,
no
I
idea
thought
where.
you were all dead.
We thought you were dead. Elliot was certain you were dead.
Okay, hold on. Some of us held out
I'm not
faith.
convinced he's not dead.
He's right
He's
here.
right there.
As you,
Well,
as,
no one-
actually, then, Lyra, I do have something for you then. And
I thought
now
I killed you. Burst into tears.
just collapses
Well-
arms around Nom.
Like she was trying to hold it together and then failed.
surprise, I'm still alive.
Oh my god.
I died,
And-
but I lived.
Yeah. Sadly,
No.
I died.
Nam pulls out a little like golden pin, and on it is just like a chess piece on top of a checkers piece, like stepping on it. And he goes, I won this for you, Lyra.
Did you go to the championship?
Yeah, I thought you were dead. So I was like, I might as well do this. before it's
In your memory.
in your memory.
Wow. Thank you. Chess is
Allround
very
actually
checkers.
taught me how to play a little bit of chess.
Oh my god.
Wow, the checkers guys must have been really bad. If like Alron just
Not a
taught
good
you
thing.
and you kicked all their asses.
Lyra,
Well,
roll me a history
let's just say
check.
me
That
a
is what
year
you said?
ago, I was
Mhm.
still very violent, so I threatened to kill all of them if they won.
Got it. So they
No, that's a
gave
pretty
up.
decent strategy.
Lyra,
Like, all
as,
things considered.
with who his dad was, who the family he lived with the entire time, and the job he had, chess is probably the only game of wits Allrounder's good at.
Yeah, Alrod is pretty good. But also, if the other player surrenders, you win. You know, that's
Yeah.
a rule of
Yeah.
chess.
So does that mean the checkers club no longer exists because you kicked all their asses
Yeah,
and
they're
threatened them into
gone.
submission? Damn.
Wow.
As far as I know, when I left there, they were all retired.
I'm so
Wow.
proud.
As
And oh my god, Elliot, it's been so long. I say we drink.
Okay. What do you got? What are you holding?
almost as Nom says the word drink, you see like a kobold scuttle between the legs of the minotaurs around and like hold out a box and open it, and it just has selections. Nom has been living the high life in Koboldia.
Nam kind of like runs his fingers over them and he goes, this one's probably good. And he pulls out like a wine that very visibly says that it's like 50 years old. And
Yo, that's like
I like the idea that the label says 50 years old.
yes,
You
it
don't,
says,
you don't know
It's-
when it was
no,
bottled.
it
it just
does-
says it's
It
50
says
years old.
it says 50 years old, but unless you read Draconic, you don't know that.
Look, it's kobold wine. It's all made in the same it's all made in the same way, and it's the age that they write down. That's it.
well, no, it's actually the brand. It's called 50
Oh,
years
50 years
old.
old.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah,
How
we-
old is it then?
We get this
That's like-
bottle from Barrel 2 days ago.
Ah, got
That's like-
it.
It for Celtaurus.
oh,
And Nam pulls out a familiar cup. I haven't used this in like a year. Elliot, do you still have yours?
As he like opens the bag and starts digging.
Uh, you do still have it. As Nom does that, you all watch the kobold pull out a sending stone. Remove all door from Governor Mansion. Call Witch Doctor. Get him there when we get back.
So PT, I think one of Nam's changes that he's made in Koboldia is everybody talks like him now there.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. You know, Nom's been trying really hard to get that bill passed. But the kobolds just don't understand what talking like Nom means. There have been many
Understood.
attempts. None of them good. As you guys kind of catch up, you can continue.
All right,
It
cheers,
just-
Nom.
Is anybody else a drinker now? Do we have any other alcoholics? I fully appraised that role, by the way. Since
Well, acknowledging it's the first step. Very proud of
Right.
you.
Oh my
Now let's
god.
drink up.
all right,
As you guys drink this very shitty wine, it is not good, but it is from Koboldia. As they drink that, before we kick off the rest of these events, we are going to do a quick bio break. Because I need one. Chat, we'll
Sounds
see you in
good.
5
in
minutes.
here.
See you in 5.
And we're back, and everybody disappeared.
Why?
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
I fixed it.
Good.
Yo.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you leave and come back.
All right. As you're all talking, and Elliot and Nom are drinking, honestly, a drink that's pretty appropriate for a sporting event because it's shit.
It's bread water.
You
Just about.
Delicious.
you
I feel like an
hear
Egyptian.
everyone around the ring go silent as a very old minotaur with a cane walks into the center of this ring. Newson, you don't even recognize it. You've never seen this man before in your life.
That guy's really-
Attention! Quiet down. Thank you.
Using elbows a couple more people out of the way, getting to the very front.
We have come here today for the right of the name. First, we welcome our challenger. As Golden Hoof steps out, I'm here to present Lulin Boldspeaker. As Lulin, he kind of gestures for you to come out of the tent and step into the ring.
Lilith steps out the flaps of this tent, kind of very forcibly too, and you see Lulin with even more just traditional wares and tapestry. Like he's added a couple of garments around his robe. And Farrah, I don't know if you were here whenever I was describing it, but think of kind of like a wrestler's robe, or maybe like a kimono, maybe like a dark brown in color, white fur at the ends, whitish gray fur at the ends, and on the back, it's supposed to represent who that person is. And in the center, it shows the emblem of Ulfast, and around it is all these weapons that has a star and a stamped signature, dignifying that I have been professionally trained and mastered in this weapon. And at the very top, there's a spatula with a bunch of stars and a bunch of signatures.
And the one challenged. As he holds out a hand, and the first thing you all hear is drums. Bum, 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 bum. As the crowd opens, and standing across from you, Lulin, you see Brave Apple look up at you. And the robe he is wearing seems to be made entirely out of different patches of cloth with different symbols that you recognize as the backs of the robes of other minotaurs.
Yeah.
As he steps forward, and hanging around his neck are tiny jars of shaved minotaur horn. I represent myself, Brayburn Brave Apple. As he drops the cloak and just tattoos from the neck down. Newton has never seen this man without an apron and a long sleeve shirt on. He has tattoos that Newton, you only recognize as the tattoos that they gave to accomplished warriors. As this is the first of two Minotaurs in two separate generations to earn his own name. As he drops it and he steps into the ring, broad chest, huge shoulders, massive beer gut.
Iconic dad bod.
Mm-hmm.
As he just steps in and stomps both his feet and holds his hands out. Are you ready, boy?
Lulin would have been as Lulin's entrance was finished, he would have gotten onto his knees kind of just waiting for him. And Will is going to stand up, and he's going to bow, and then
He
he's
tries to
going
bow back. His stomach
Yeah.
gets in the way.
Yeah. And Lulin throws off his robe, to where he's just wearing these to what PT described as
Hammer pants.
Hammer pants.
hammer pants. Maybe not as poofy, but you get the point. And
The pants that Brave Apple are wearing go down to like mid-thigh.
He's got short shorts on?
He's got short
Yeah.
shorts on for this. Like,
Lulu's is like cuffed off at like half shin.
this man looks a lot more prepped for a bodybuilding competition than a fight. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if you didn't know better, Brave Apple oiled up his fur for this fight. As Lulin drops his robe to the ground, you all have the option of making me a DC 15 perception check or a DC 15 insight check.
Well, perception.
Anybody who wants to.
All right.
Damn it.
Can you have the crowd
Elliot
roll it as
perceives
well?
This guy's buff.
No. This is
Yeah,
this is about when Lulin drops his robe.
Yes.
Oh. Alright, well.
Lyra, you rolling?
This guy's also buff.
Nat 20. Nom, you rolling? Or is Nom just like, yeah, kill him? Completely misunderstanding what's going on.
Actually, yeah, Nom's probably like, I know that guy! That guy in there, I know him!
He's a friend
Yeah.
from work!
Me too!
Yeah.
So Lyra with a natural 20 and Elliot with a 23. Lulin, describe what they see as you drop the robe.
So, I think probably for the first time, Lulin's been the center of attention. And this is for the entirety of the goddamn city. For traveling for the last, year or so, even though Lulin, takes well care of himself for Minotaur standards, his body is absolutely destroyed. You see the first dragon attack having like a 2-inch gash going across his chest. Another one, a deep incisions going across his back. Burn marks, traces of fur no longer growing. Just deep cuts, and his body's just absolutely mangled and destroyed. And Lyra, with your nat 20, you're not gonna have to roll the insight. Because of your one therapy session, Lulin doesn't know this. Lulin doesn't know how bad this is. Because of you reading so many books, and this really does make a whole lot of sense. There's like extreme like body dysphoria here. Lulin has not acknowledged how bad this really is, because he simply does not put himself first. He simply does not put himself first and does not understand this.
As the robe kind of flutters to the ground, the area goes silent as this old Minotaur walks to the center and holds up the walking stick. With the staff of Oldfast Stormhorn, I bring this fight to commencement. As he slams it down in the center of the ring, and you all feel more than see like a 6-foot-high barrier of force rise up around the outside of this ring. Between all of these totem pedestals on the ground. As the old man does his best to quickly shuffle out, getting out, like, it cuts off a little bit of the back of his robe as he gets out. As Brave Apple just looks at you, Lulin. So, alright, how do you want to do it? Are you taking first swing? Am I taking first swing? You guys can yell whatever you want from the sidelines at any time, by the way.
I told you they were holding out on their magic, Lyra.
Yeah,
They got some.
yeah, I guess.
I've never seen this, so it's news to me.
I'm happy I'm not the only one alone. Didn't expect that it would be from you, but good to know.
What, Brave Apple? You have an accident in the kitchen. You look shiny.
How dare you? Think you could goad me with words like that?
The food is supposed to stay in the pot, not all over you.
Yeah, I remember how you were as a calf. There was more on your face than there was on your plate.
I thought good establishments. I thought good chefs wore aprons.
Good chefs do wear aprons, but I'm not a chef. I'm a cook. There's a difference.
True, only one of them knows how to cook.
Lula kicks dirt in your direction.
You just kind of
Go, Lulin!
kick dirt in his direction as it kind of floats across the ground. Did you just... are we just gonna yell at each other? Is this what we're doing? Because you may be here. Because this is tradition. But the people in the crowd are here for blood, are they not? As he holds his arms up and the crowd goes wild.
As he does that, Lula like scoops up dirt, creating a big cloud, and he's kind of doing that like run walk as he's like going up across his knees. He just like goes for like a rib shot, like and fucking immediately.
Give me an athletics check. Or an attack roll. It is your choice, but you are going to be rolling against this man's athletics.
We'll just battle of athletics.
Losing.
Damn.
I don't think we ever really got to know Lulin on this level, but do Minotaur have balls?
I mean, I'm not really the best person to ask that. I don't personally, but
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Lulin, rip his balls off!
as you guys watch Lulin charge across this field, go in for the punch, and Lulin, your punch makes perfect contact with his stomach, and it feels like you have punched a brick wall. As you realize, oh no, I've made a mistake. He grabs your horns and uses them as a lever to swing your whole body and bounce you off this barrier, sending you back to the center of the ring as he holds up his arms again to the cheers of the crowd.
So is there like a ref for these things, or?
Nah.
Karak's gonna pull out his sketchbook and just like start trying to sketch like a single snapshot in his mind of this fight, because he's like, I'm gonna want to remember this because this is fucking cool.
Come on, kid, I'll give you one more. Hit me again.
Do you remember that time that I challenged Ironhoof to a fight back in Apud? It's like this, but it's like that, but you're trying to get married instead of fighting for your honor. So it's more of a like because this is good natured, it'll be when someone yields, not when someone dies, but same principle basically.
Good for Lulin. I didn't know that's what the situation was.
I don't understand. He wants.
Come on, boy, get back up. As you guys watch as he, like, puts his hands on his sides, he's, like, leaned over looking at Lulin 10 feet away in the dirt from where he bounced off this. Come on, get back up. You're not done yet, are you?
Lulin does the same thing, but not kicking up dirt. He kind of does that like really speedy like knee walk, and he goes in for the punch, He goes for like the same exact hit, except this time he goes in for a sweep.
Roll athletics at advantage, and I realized I rolled the first one blind. I'll roll
Bless
the
you.
next one public. Can't beat that one.
No.
There's only one
Go.
way he beats this one. He did not.
Yeah, Lulin goes in for like the same rip shot to use his momentum as his body is pulling left, going to his right. He uses his right leg to kick out underneath of him,
You
sending like thousands of pounds into the dirt.
You sweep his leg, and you almost hear him audibly go, "Oh!" as he hits the ground. And
Oh, come on, ref. That's got to be illegal. Oh wait, no, I'm voting for this guy. Never mind.
as he kind of lays on the ground for a minute, Lulin, and then he holds out a hand to you for help up.
No, not falling for that one, old man.
Not falling for what? Come on, help an old man up.
Lulin like walks up to him and throws like fake punches into his chest and helps him up.
As you grab his hand, he goes, "Shouldn't have used fake ones," and he just headbutts Lulin in the face as he comes up off the ground, and then just follows him, still holding his arm, just repeatedly headbutting Lulin as they move across this arena.
I think as he's headbutting me, I'm just doing body shots with my opposite arm.
As you're watching these two go, Brave Apple like grabs him after a little bit and shoves him off and just slams both his hands on his belly. Just, "You can't get through this." Come on, one more.
Self-burn. Those are rare.
Let's go. Come. What do you mean self-burn? As he turns and looks at the side of the arena.
Lulin,
Elliot
taking
just
this-
steps behind Newson.
taking
Now
this
I'm
opportunity,
pointing at Elliot.
taking this opportunity. Lulin's
Karak
going
is just
to-
looking up from his notebook, just like, oh god, they're looking in our
Lulin-
direction.
Lulin, roll insight. This is a bluff. He's 100% still paying attention to you.
Yeah. Lulin's going to, knowing this, Lulin's going to run to him. And as he was practicing, changing his motions halfway through to become lighter steps, he's going to slide between his legs and
You-
uppercut him.
Can I try and
Are
give
you-
Lulin advantage when he turns to look at Elliot's? Like, even though I know you said that he's still paying attention, can I just say, that beer gut's gonna carry you straight to the ground, old man!
Here's my only question.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Would Newson say that knowing that this is a traditional fight?
Honor and
I
all
mean,
that.
I assume people can yell things.
Most people are just screaming.
Yeah, I mean, if he looked in this direction
Okay.
with relative good-naturedness, I mean, it is very aware that there's no malintent, I think, in it.
Lulin, roll me athletics at advantage. No, you're trying to slide. Roll me acrobatics at advantage. Newson, roll me insight.
Okay,
16 is not bad.
7.
He seems hurt.
Oh shit!
Did you really?
You see three emotions go across his face as Lulin goes under him and tries to slide and punch him, Newson. You see the first emotion is a little bit hurt at what you said. The second emotion is conviction. And the third emotion you can only read as, "I'm just gonna take it out on Lulin." As Lulin, you go to slide, and as you slide underneath as you're going to bring your arm up, his hoof comes up and kicks you in the chin. Just sends you straight backwards. Like he's straight up just horse kicking you as you go by. As he kind of turns around, and this time, it seems like his theatrics are over. All you see on his face is, like, you know this can't be the case. You know Brave Apple too well. You guys talked about this beforehand. But in the moment as he rushes you, all you can think to yourself is, Oh, this guy's gonna fucking kill me.
Now, why'd Lulin go and do that? That
Um,
didn't turn out very well.
Lulin. So
Yeah, I agree.
Lulin, after thinking about his environment, remembers that the wall kind of forced him off. So he's going to dash towards the wall, jump, and then I was essentially using my goring rush.
Roll me athletics at advantage to hit him from the top rope.
Get him from the top rope.
23.
I'll roll acrobatics to dodge it.
Yeah, fucking clothesline him.
Yeah, Lulin just this looks like WrestleMania if it existed in this world. Is what is going on in this arena today, folks.
The thing is that absolutely the Minotaurs would fucking create the WWE.
Yeah.
Mhm.
WrestleMania Raw and shit. This is, yeah. Lulin utilizes the wall, bounces off of it, gains so much momentum, and just clotheslines this fucker. Sending his big belly back to the ground.
He clotheslines him so hard that his ass hits the wall and he bounces off back towards the center of the arena. Just sliding on his back as... God, that fucking kid! And he like rolls over onto his belly and pushes himself up. Are you stopping or are you gonna keep just trying to whoop his ass?
Well, I'm gonna keep going. Lulin's gonna keep this momentum, run to the same wall, across, jump, and then just like pile drive on top of him. Like elbow into his chest.
Roll athletics.
Can I roll that at advantage considering he's prone?
Yes you can.
26. Damn!
So you charge at him as he kind of like scrabbles away from you as you're just landing punch after punch on the dirt next to his feet. Before you look up and suddenly he's just standing there looking down at you as he grabs you by your horns, turns, and directly in front of the party puts Lulin's face against the barrier and just drags it across. And he does a full run around the arena, just dragging your face against this, like, essentially glass barrier.
Yeah, there's now a blood skid mark going across the arena.
Ugh.
He's not doing it hard enough to make you bleed.
No.
He's just putting on a show and showing your face going, oh, it's dragged across the arena.
Lulin's also been headbutted like half a dozen times.
Yeah, he's probably his nose is probably bleeding at the very least.
So there's a thin streak of blood dotting across the entire arena. And kids are like, oh shit. This dude's gonna die.
As he's just running Lulin, he's running you around by your horns. How are you gonna get out of this?
Ooh, okay. So he has me by the horns and he's essentially dragging my body.
Pretty much.
Lulin's going to turn his body so the back of his heels are to the barrier. He's essentially just going to kick off of them. And use that momentum and knees to like
Roll athletics.
really like get to like the back of his knees.
Roll athletics at advantage.
Oh, I'm glad you said advantage. 24.
So you push off and he kind of stumbles back into the arena. As you guys, you're both you're like 6 feet apart. At this point, you're both breathing pretty heavily because it is no small feat to move a minotaur bodily.
Yeah. And Lulin's still like, I mean, not heavy as him, but he's still not light.
You get one more.
Go for the feet.
Take him to the ground.
I've seen you take down tougher guys than this.
Lulin like spits out some blood, and he like puts his hand up to his ears. What's that? One more?
Don't spit out blood. You need that.
One more. One more. Come here, right at me.
It's a trick.
One more's all you're gonna need!
Hit him right in the neck in a specific spot. It'll paralyze him from the neck down, and he'll die. Maybe, I don't know.
Okay, we're not trying to go that far, Nom.
As you're yelling this at the top of your lungs, Newton, you're just seeing other Minotaurs like turn and look down at Nom.
Like he's just really into it, okay?
Nom catches the glance of one of the Minotaurs and goes, "Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am?"
I have no idea who you are.
Well, you should.
Nom's the great.
Take him to
Yeah.
the ground and show him how you serve something.
Why is he so great?
He just is.
Listen
No,
here,
that's a good
buddy.
point. Wait, why are you great, Nom? Just remind me.
Because I've done so many things.
Because they're numb.
Lulin,
What did you do?
what are you doing? As
Kill the dragon.
Lulin's like looking at the crowd, waving his arms up.
the crowd is
trying
in
to
a
make it
fucking...
louder.
Aside from the Minotaurs looking at Nom like he's deranged, the crowd is in a fucking frenzy.
Yeah, Lulin's just like walking towards him, and once he covers like half ground, he's like, as he was practicing the other night, he's like walking on clouds. Dirt's not being kicked up, and he's just like walking towards Brave Apple. And he kind of goes for like a powerful like 2-inch punch.
Newson starts a stomp that's like while he's walking across the arena, gets like convincing all the other Minotaurs to like stomp their feet.
Roll performance, Newson.
All right, let's see if we can do this.
Could I offer to help action if I
roll it.
if I use? I'd like to use Investiture of Stone to make myself heavy enough to stomp with the same force that all the Minotaurs are
A
able to
little
do.
better.
You get a significant portion of them.
Yeah, like I would say like your half.
The other
As
guys are lame.
You go
I'm
forward,
just gonna.
and Lulin, he is going to use a legendary action.
Wow.
And he is going to King K. Rool belly slam you back across the arena. Alright, there's your one. Come on, let's get this over with. I brought a jar just for you, as he holds up an empty jar and shakes it.
Damn.
Yeah, and I'll be sure to fill it with a bunch of rotten apples.
How dare you?
So he belly slams me into the wall, and
No, it doesn't, you don't go into the wall. He just slides you back to where you started.
got it. So then Lulu's going to start a whirlwind of dust. He's kind of like gonna like dip like his like hand. He's just gonna like start spinning in circles, creating this like little vortex of dust. And what he's actually gonna do is going to run around the arena, and essentially doing the same thing again, except trying to run up the wall and try and Superman punch him.
Lulin, roll athletics. Just add advantage to Superman punch him.
17.
As you fly through the air, as you're coming down, you know this punch is going to knock him out. He knows this punch is going to knock him out. The crowd knows this punch is going to knock him out. You are coming in from like 15 feet up as he says the one thing you did not want to hear in this moment, Lulin. Alright, I yield.
You son of a bitch!
How do you recover that?
Lulu's going to go from essentially like a Superman punch to like pulls out extends his fist and pulls out his other arm and essentially just grabbles him and bear hugs him as we're both like dragged into like the wall.
There you
We
go,
bounce
lad.
off of each other.
There you go, lad. There you go. Well, did everybody get what they came here for?
Yeah.
Lulu grabs
Oh,
Lulu grabs his hand and we
Yes,
raise
so.
it up.
I couldn't have picked a better son. She did good. She's going to bully the hell out of you, boy.
Yeah, she could hit harder than you though.
I know. Why do you think I gave her a book on boats? She's as scary as her mother was.
There's the 1,000-yard stare from Lulin.
But there's one more thing we have to do. As he grabs your arm and raises it into the air.
Woo!
All right. All of you lot, listen up. 1 hour. Brave Apple's Tavern. We're drinking till we're out of kegs.
Yeah!
That's a lot of kegs.
And we're cooking till we're out of food.
Minotaurs.
You, as he turns to Lulin, are not gonna do a thing. This is your celebration.
Yeah, tell him! Woo!
You will not cook. You will not clean. You will drink and be merry. Do you understand?
Yes.
Alright, go see your friends. As he, walks over, picks up his, robe of robes, and as you're walking, wraps it over your shoulders. Lulin has won the belt. As Lulin makes his way over to all of you. As the barrier
Let's
falls and
go.
Minotaurs begin to rapidly make their way towards Brave Apple's Tavern, because you don't want to be in the back of the line.
Lulin approaches you guys and he's pumping up his arms and flexing, and then he sees Nom and he's as soon as he makes eye contact with you, you're already in his arms. Lulu's covered 20, 30 feet in a blink of an eye, and you're already in a hug.
Lulin, I thought you were dead. I thought everybody was dead. How come you let him kick you in the chin like that?
Lulin is sobbing incoherently. Lulin goes from the biggest smile on his face to ugly girl crying.
Oh.
Lulin, I've missed your cooking so much. Kobolds have no idea how to cook anything.
We have to settle for Brave Apple's cooking today.
That's okay, but tomorrow I need some of your waffles.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Nom. I will make you the biggest fucking stack of waffles.
As you all can go wherever you want to from here. You can go back to the house and, get ready for the party. You can go straight to the party. It's up to you guys.
Lulin's going straight to the party.
We gotta.
Lulin, as
This
you're
is my
walking
first
through this
Minotaur
crowd,
party.
you are getting patted on the shoulder by everyone. Nom, as you're walking
Nom
through
is
the
making
crowd,
sure that, he's got his 2 kobold henchmen walking around, and before the Minotaur are touching Lulin, he's making them, sign a waiver.
So the 2 kobolds following Nom, one of them is a pale green, and they're the one making everyone sign the waivers. They're wearing very noble clothing for kobolds, which is noble clothing for a much taller race that has been poorly tailored to size. The other one is wearing these long blue robes with a symbol on it. And if you want to see if you recognize the symbol, roll religion.
Oh.
Sure, why not?
I'll give it my best shot,
Any modifier for the not Minotaurs in the crowd?
No.
Oh
Oh, shit! Alright, pop off, Elliot!
Elliot
And Lyra, both of you!
Elliot and Lyra. This is... Lyra, you recognize that this is the symbol of Thelena. You've seen it a couple times by now.
Yep.
You recognize, Elliot, as you're looking at this, that it is a symbol of Thelena, but you notice a smaller gold one on Nom's cloak.
Wait, where's the original one?
The original one is on, like, this bright blue kobold on their
Oh, I see.
robes as they're following Nom around. Lyra, do you say anything to that?
No. Yeah, no.
That sounds confrontational.
As you all get to Brave Apple Tavern, and like people clear out of the way to let you all in, as you get inside before anyone else is really there. It's still relatively quiet inside, like he's keeping everyone out until that hour mark. As one of the kobolds leans into you, Governor Nom, would you want food?
Yeah, give me some bread.
Just as the other one leans over, High Priest Nom, you need better bread. You want potato, deer.
No, deer.
Deer better than bread is meat.
But it's not bread.
Would you like deer on bread?
I asked for bread. I want bread.
Yes, High Priest, as these kobolds like run off to find bread and leave the rest of you sitting there wondering why they're calling him High Priest.
I was just gonna straight up ask, why are the other kobolds? I thought you're high priest? I thought you were the governor.
Yeah, I'm a high priest.
Congratulations.
I'm like a governor and a high priest.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
That's
so you're like a governor of Koboldia, but a high priest of Thelena.
Yes.
Okay.
You got like
Oh.
really into that while we were gone.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
So-
didn't have anything else to do, really, so...
idle hands and all that.
Did you achieve? There, you had a very specific goal in mind with this whole Thelena thing.
Well, I drowned myself again, and Thelena was like, hey, if you convert people, I'll like you more. So that's what I did.
Okay. Wow.
No,
So, like-
I hate
so,
to
like-
say, sometimes people use
No.
affection to get things. Just be
No,
careful.
don't tell me that. It'll break my little heart.
Lulu's gonna follow up
yeah,
that
okay.
Elliot question.
Anyways.
Lulu's gonna follow up that Elliot question with, you two official yet?
Yeah. Yeah,
Lulu,
we are.
Lulu like, puts you on his shoulders.
Official. Wait.
We don't drown people, though, because we are very squirmy creatures.
As you're
So
looking
like,
onto,
it's not that you didn't try; it's that you couldn't hold anybody under long enough for it to work.
We have a very good flight, not a very good fight.
Got it.
So- But Selena was willing to
No,
let 'em-
compensate.
these two kobolds come back with. It seems like they definitely left the bar, but it seems like they have just random assortments of bread from different people's cupboards. As they're just throwing like half-eaten loaves and like cut loaves of different types of bread onto the table in front of you.
Guys, what did I say about stealing out in the open
Don't-
while we're on government business?
Don't get caught.
Yes. Did you get caught?
No.
Okay, because you're waddling out in the open. I thought I trained you guys a little bit better than that.
But you say nobody here know what steal is, so easy not get caught.
That is true. I did say that. Nam turns to News and it goes, I miss when you would steal things with me.
Yeah, we never got to do our like, she
I know, our
leans in a little bit and is like the heist that we were planning.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we
Man.
never did get to do that.
So much has changed since the last time we talked.
Tell me about it.
I made a deal with a god, and now I kind of see visions of the future.
Okay, so we both kind of are with God.
Yeah. Not something I ever planned to do, but he's like the god of inspiration, and he like talks to me sometimes. It's kind of wild.
Now I'm kind of like gestures for Nuzin to like come
Yeah.
down.
She like you do that. She just does that thing where you like lean forward on the table and like slide down really low so that they can like and, like puts her head on her hand so they can like talk face to face.
How's my sister been treating you?
It's been pretty good. Everything's been kind of crazy. We didn't really experience like the whole year that you did. We had kind of a weird like time thing happen where one night ended up being like
figured.
a whole year. Yeah.
I figured, because Tell of Me has been going around everywhere.
Yeah.
So I figured you guys would have found me sooner if you guys weren't dead.
Yes, you weren't the only one that thought we were dead. Clearly, I mean, if I had been you, I'd have thought we were dead too.
Brings me to a question: does
I did
Lulin's
die.
now wife know that he's not dead?
Oh shit!
Are they married? I thought this was like he's asked for permission and now he has permission to ask.
Elliot,
yes,
they're gonna get married. Okay, let's just.
Yeah,
Like they aren't. Yes,
I was
I feel like she needs to agree.
I was about to wholeheartedly say yes, but I actually don't know.
Great.
I don't even know if she's here right now. I think she's gone. So it's this was sort of the like.
I mean, I haven't seen her.
Yeah,
I'm assuming she's not already married if her dad was willing to fight for marriage rights.
Definitely not.
With an 11, no, would Lulin hear that?
No.
Okay.
I don't know. We're I mean, it's not like we're very obviously having like a secret conversation. Like nothing about the body language suggests.
It depends. Are you trying to snoop in on this? Because like if you are, then yeah, probably. But like if you see that we're like kind of huddled and you're like, oh, this is a them conversation.
This is a Nam and Nuzin thing.
It's probably more of a Lulin's probably not paying attention, but he's probably disoriented, and so whatever noise he does hear is probably heightened, but is probably incoherent.
Gotcha.
Which is
you would probably hear something along the lines of wife. Yes.
Dead? No. And then Nuzin just go, oh shit.
Yeah, Lulin shakes it off and.
I think at that point Nam would kind of like also get a little concerned and gesture for like Lulin to come over to the huddle.
Lulin like comes over and like he leans down. He leans down, but like his forehead just like hits the table.
Nam looks at his servants and goes, "Hey, get on that!" And they come up with like bandages. And
one of them starts bandaging Lulin, and the priest starts bandaging Lulin, and like the advisor runs under the table and looks around, and then pulls out a hacksaw and starts lowering it down so it doesn't happen again.
Oh my god.
Like, Karak and Lyra sitting at the table, you're just watching this thing drop by like an inch as you just hear frantic sawing noises underneath the table.
Lulin. So this person that you're gonna marry,
yeah.
I didn't know that you were still alive. Does she know that you're still alive?
I hope so.
That's
So-
good enough for me.
Yeah. Should we like send her a message? Should we ask Elliot to be like, hey, by the way, we're not dead. Probably come back to Ulfast if you can.
That would probably be a good idea.
Yeah. I know the whole magic thing's kind of weird right now with the plague and everything, but like it'll probably be fine. At least then she'll know, even if she can't answer.
You don't-
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm assuming that whole plague thing was. We thought it was ghosts for like a solid 3 months.
How many kobolds have the plague?
Well,
I mean, none of them really.
It was very
use
clear
magic.
to us that the only ones who are ghosts are the ones who are found, because as High Priest Nam taught us, all lost souls go to Tholena.
Right. And you've learned very well, my pupil.
Thank you, thank you. He's like very satisfied with himself, like nodding his head with a smile. Just yes, I have learned very well. As you watch, as he like pulls out a little book with like it looks like just literally, it looks like every sentence Nam has said he has written down. As he flips a couple pages, finds the one about that, and just puts a check mark next to it. Like, he doesn't know what Nam believes about Tholena, so he's just been writing down everything and checkboxing things as they're true. He's just doing his best.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. Yeah, that
None of you
seems-
would know that unless you read Draconic, though, which I think Lyra does.
I don't read anything but Minotaur and comment.
Houston doesn't read.
Mm-mm. I speak in the language of fists.
Sign language.
So where did you guys end up after you left the? I guess we were inside of the keyhole.
The
Yeah.
keyhole? Yeah.
So we were
The
trying to teleport
keyhole.
to that tower,
Yeah,
and
the
we didn't quite
observatory.
make it to the tower, but we did make it close. So we were able to walk there and like find it, and we met the little guy, Mog. He had like a lot of bodies in like jars, but not jars, like full person size jars.
Oh. Is that Mog spelled with 3 letters or 4?
Three,
The kobold
I think?
writing things down is also looking at you attentively.
Yeah, I think it's 3. I think it's just MOG.
I think it was 3.
Gee.
I don't know. Seems like a cool guy then. Because my name is also 3 letters.
He was a pretty cool guy. He was a little like ready to kill us at first, but then he kind of relaxed and was like, okay. But
Well, so was I
That's
His-
true.
when
Yeah,
we first met
Yeah, what?
in that
You
hole.
wouldn't-
One.
you would have definitely liked him.
If his name is 3 letters, does that mean he is wholly like you? As he looks up at Nam, and the other one like pulls on your sleeve, Lyra, to like get you to lean down, and goes,
Yeah.
Governor Nam made all the priests change their names to 3-letter names because he said it was holy.
Oh,
Nam-
what's your name?
Nam turns down to the kobold and he goes, "Why, yes, yes, it does."
Another checkbox goes in the book as this one looks at you, Lyra, and goes, My name is Norton. I am
You know
not
what,
a priest.
Norton?
Spelled.
I am not a priest.
Norton, let's change that name to Nort. You're almost there.
Yes, Governor Nam. I am Nort, advisor to Governor Nam.
Oh,
This is
kind of
way too much power for something.
This is the perfect amount of power for Nam to have.
Oh my god. No longer Norton, just Nort. Eventually he'll be Nor, and then he will be perfect.
Nah, because this
No.
dude doesn't want to become a priest.
Oh, okay.
This is the advisor to the governor kobold, not the advisor to the high priest kobold.
Ah, I see. My mistake.
Yes. Nort does not have good name like us. I am Priest Bog.
Good to meet you, Bog.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Name after place where High Priest Nom first drowned me.
Oh.
They tried. It did not work.
I was too squirmy. I'm working on.
Yep.
Next
No,
time,
we're
next
not
time High
working
Priest
on
Nom
it.
try to drown me, I will succeed for religion.
You know, I'm less worried about Nom getting taken advantage of, and now I'm more worried about Nom taking advantage.
No, Elliot. They're not understanding that I don't actually want to drown them.
I suppose I'm confused too. Then
I don't
What are you-
want.
what are
We
you
tried
trying to
drowning
do?
them, but then I went back. I drowned myself again, and I asked Elena. I said, "Hey, they're not drowning. Is there something we can do about that?" And then Thelena said, "It's fine as long as they believe in me, full-heartedly."
Wow. That seems really, like, understanding of a god who expects people to drown themselves in the first place.
Nom might be
Yeah.
making some
mean-
shit up as he goes.
I mean, to be fair, it is a case of like when, not if.
Wait, I found quote day of ferret 8 months ago. This is useless. We cannot drown the lizard folk. They breathe underwater. It's not fair.
Yeah, so no, I'm kind of like whispers and news is here. So Thelena didn't actually say that, but I'm trying to work with what I got here.
Got it. I will not ask any more questions.
And what he has is stupid. As you guys are having this conversation, the people are kind of starting to come in. The party's kind of kicking up. You guys kind of like you continue to mingle, but time does pass.
Hey, Elliot, can you message Valiant higher? And just let her know that we're, like, alive?
Yeah. Should I like ask about the whole like Lulin
Probably.
thing?
Yeah, I mean, I assume it's something they talked about ahead of time. But, like, Nam brought up a good point that, like, I guess, I don't know how it works.
Roll me. Are you using sending? I'm guessing, or message. Which one is it?
I think it's sending.
Sending.
Give me the roll to send across dimensions.
You got it, bot.
How can there be any other dimensions?
A 25. Nope, that's the words.
Sometimes I might just ask for rolls to be fucky wucky.
But we merged them all into one.
There's a 5% chance it doesn't get to another plane.
Okay, so yeah, just roll me a D100
on a
or
one.
roll me a D20.
Yeah. Oh, it was close.
That was close.
Jesus.
What do you say?
Hey, this is Elliot. Just wanted to let you know that we're back in town. Lulin's alive. He like fought your dad for something, and let us know if you're around.
Something is, I think, where you ended, right? You fought your dad for something.
The very first words you hear back are "Get out of my head, you stupid elf." Glad to hear he's okay. Oh wait, I do know you. See you all soon. Love. Because she's familiar with the sending spell, so upon realizing that she was fucking up the sending spell, she was like, oh shit, I gotta like condense some fucking words here.
Yep. Well, Elliot found it spoke it very conversationally as well, so, you know.
It sounds like she's alive and will see us soon.
Oh my god.
Cool.
Nice.
Glad to hear it. Well,
Not dead. That's another checkbox for this reality.
yeah. She's not dead, we're not dead. It's, you know,
Bunch of
it's all
people,
we could have asked for, really.
a bunch of people aren't dead. It's a
Well,
miracle.
you were kind of dead, now you're back, so your aliveness is sort of a big question mark to me.
No,
Yeah,
what is
that's
I
how
need to
feel.
know, what is the look on Nom's face? Like, what roller coaster of emotions does he go through hearing he was dead, but then he came back? Like, is it sadness to happiness or happiness to sadness?
It's kind of blank stare to surprise.
Okay.
It's like a
Does the dying?
yeah. It's kind of like that makes sense to the that makes less of a sense, but sure.
He died and now he's back. But we don't know why.
That was
Well,
right
Newsom
after the
kinda
god
knows
fight,
why.
right?
It was
Yeah.
well, it was after / yeah, as we were going up the tower, we walked into the room with the sword and he was like all fucked up. And then he was just awake again.
Oh yeah, no.
Speaking of,
We killed a god.
We did kill a god.
They did.
Yeah.
It's
No
also my
way.
uncle.
Yeah.
Was it the bag? Wait, you're what?
No, it wasn't the bad guy. He
we
still
actually
blames
just
us.
talked to him last night, though.
We did.
The bag
Just
guy?
that-
Yeah, the
yeah,
bad
he
guy.
kidnapped us.
Mm-hmm.
He did kidnap us. He
Well, my
kidnapped
bag
us.
doesn't even work anymore.
Oh,
So he
What?
ran away from me.
what a nerd.
I
We're
know.
gonna
But I
go
do
on
have this
run.
bag now, and
Nam pulls out a bag and it's
filled with rock.
Oh,
Damn,
that's
that's
a cool bag.
nice.
So actually,
the high priest has pulled out the giving bag, present tribute, as the other one just like runs up and dumps rocks in the bag. As
Oh,
they're
one
going,
sec.
Nam slaps one of his hands. He said, "No, this is not tribute bag. This is special bag.
special bag for tribute.
No."
so anyway, these rocks were rocks that I found in the past year that reminded me of one of you guys, and I put them in the bag.
Aww.
Oh,
And then Nam takes out like a really big rock and he hands it to Nuzin. And he goes, "This one reminded me of you because
Aw.
it was hard to get out of the ground, and
And it's really big, eh?
and you're a lot bigger than me."
Yes. That
And
is, I imagine if I was half buried in the ground, I'd be pretty hard to get out. Unless you had mold earth, but
yeah.
Elliot keeps trying to put me in the ground with mold earth instead.
To be fair, I'm trying to put you in the ground while you're still alive. Everyone else is just trying to put you in the ground.
Fair enough.
That's true. Anyways, here's Lulins,
Anyways,
and Nam pulls out an almost identical looking rock. It's a Lulin. And then he goes, and then this one I got for Elliot, and he pulls out another identical looking rock.
We all occupy the exact same space in Nom's mind. Control!
Wow.
And then this one is for Lyra, and he pulls out a rock that like has little gold speckles in it, and he
Aw.
gives it to Lyra, and then he turns to Karak and he goes, "I've completely forgot you existed."
It's okay. I forget I exist too.
Well, I guess being frozen in stone for like 50 years will do that to you.
I mean, I am my own rock, so that works.
There you go.
It was actually 1,000 years.
1,200 now, apparently.
Well, yeah.
We just round it to an even 2,000.
That's not.
Just
That's
jump
how rounding
right up
works,
to
right? You don't
2,000
just
at
go
this
up to
point.
whatever the next number is,
Well,
right?
Well, 1,200 is close enough to 1,500, and in that case, you would round up to 2,000.
You know what?
Exactly.
That's
Right
you
on
know
the money.
fair. I can live with that. I'll put that into my worldview.
And only 2 of us have been to college, and it wasn't me.
All of us have been to college. It was just for a very
No,
short period
no,
of time.
You
No,
didn't
you got a
even
point
go to
there. I haven't been to
class.
college.
Thought about going to class.
So I've actually been to college more than everybody but Elliot and Lyra at this point, because I went back for like an
Oh,
extra
yeah.
couple days.
That's
Oh.
true. You did to go destroy the chess or the checkers club to battle them out of existence.
And to hang out with Allround, their version of Alcoholics Anonymous, which is drink until you can't remember your name.
Oh, hey, I know how that feels. Well, not the drinking part.
Just not remembering your
Just
name.
the forgetting part. You know?
Oh my god.
As you're all like drinking and cheering, Lulin, what are you doing?
Lulin's gonna throw back down his drink. I'm gonna step outside for a minute. I want to go personally thank the elders for getting everything set up, and I'll meet you guys back at the house.
Oh,
Hey,
you're not
wow,
gonna stay
I'm
for the
gonna be
party?
here.
Really?
Yeah, I'll be back.
Okay, all right. We'll see you later.
Okay.
If you need anything, you know where to find us.
Yeah. Remember what Brave Apple said. No working.
Yeah.
No working.
No
Just giving
cleaning.
Do you
No
want a couple
cooking.
of my servants?
Yeah.
Thanks. I'll be okay. Don't you
Okay.
worry.
I think you should send one in secret.
No, I can't do that. I
Lulin-
can't do
Lulin-
that to Lula.
Lulin flicks a peanut at your nose, Newsin.
Hey.
I need to decide on my favorite action shot from the fight to draw.
I'll be
As-
back. Don't you
Give
worry.
the
And then
first
Lulin-
gut punch.
As,
Lulin from the top rope, I think.
as you hear
Yeah.
that conversation behind you as you walk away, Lulin, you head outside the bar, and I need everybody else to deafen.
Ooh, fun.
You head outside the bar and you feel this tugging in your chest, kind of dragging you, pulling you away from the center of the town.
Yeah.
As you head into an alley between 2 buildings, and a figure that's leaning against the wall, kind of sits up and looks forward as Roran looks at you. She accepted. The 2 of you will get to live your happy life.
Okay.
You remember all I need is the amulet. I mean no
Hey, that's-
harm to anyone if you just get it for me. But she's waiting for you there. As he kind of like reaches up and draws out the magic from the blue eye he took from Pharaoh. As he kind of wraps it around your hand, Lulin, and you realize that it's kind of wrapped like a string that you could break.
Mm-hmm.
This will ensure your future. As long as the string remains unbroken, and I don't have to pull you out. But you know our terms.
Yeah.
As before you, Lulin, you watch as Roran, the shadows shift and he grows taller as horns grow out, and when it all ends, he looks exactly like you. As he holds a hand out and a portal opens. Your happiness is on the other side. I'll make my decision in due time.
You know, you might be a god of hope. I've never understood why there needs to be a god of hope. I think a symbol of hope just needs to be a pillar.
I think you shouldn't try to look into things that are not pertinent to what's happening right now.
Before Lulin steps into the portal.
On the
Sometimes
other side of this portal, you see a coast with a ship that looks eerily like the Steady Grip, just floating in the waves on the other side.
Sometimes all you just need is a hand to crawl out of a hole.
And I'm here to see if it's time to offer one. But at the end of the day, we both know that it's not my choice.
I don't think it's anybody's. And Lulin walks through.
As the portal closes, as you step onto this dock, and Valiant Eye runs off the ship and wraps her arms around you, just crying in tears, happy to see you alive. The other Lulin in Ulfast turns with a smile on his face and walks back towards the bar.
Wasn't last.
Mm-hmm.
We were pretty quick on it.
Yeah.
We were all watching out of the corner of our eyes.
Now everybody
Yeah.
hit him with the emojis.
Okay. Gotta get the sweet emojis. Do you think?
Alright, we got him. As you guys are in the bar, Lulin comes back in with a smile on his face and sits down at the bar. Or sits down back at the table with you.
Welcome back. Welcome back. There's still some drinks for you, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, there better be.
I would assume that we haven't gone through all of the kegs. I would expect a bar to have who knows how many.
I'm pretty sure we haven't yet.
Yeah, I don't think I've had enough yet.
Brave Apple like pushes a Minotaur out of the way as he comes by wearing an apron. I got more. How many do you need for the table? 3, 4, 5?
3, I think.
Each.
You got it.
Okay,
Oh,
sure,
you
why
two,
not?
you follow me right now. As he just like grabs 2 Minotaurs by the horns and starts beating them off towards the back.
I imagine it's like two of the dudes that failed to win.
Get they asses.
You fail, you work part-time for a certain amount of time in customer service.
Oh my god.
Fate worse than death.
Customer service, a fate worse than death.
So true.
23.
And as these Minotaurs drop the kegs at the table and the party goes on, that's where we're gonna wrap session.
Aww.
As everyone
Oh, yeah,
drinks
definitely
themselves
for
into a
that.
stupor.
Just to end the session.
Just to end the session.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you everyone for being here. Thank you to all of our wonderful people from chat. Thank you to all of our wonderful players. Episode 100. I cannot believe we made it this far.
I know.
I'm so stoked. It is so cool.
Yeah.
And we'll see
Yeah.
y'all for episode 200 in 3.5 years.
Let's go!
If this
Yeah.
campaign makes it to episode 200, I will not be running a second one.
You know, understandable. You're gonna need a break.
No, you're right. So we last to 199. So that there is a second campaign.
No, we're gonna play the end of the game like this. Whoever's PC survives the longest has to run the next game.
Fuck!
Let me go get a hammer.
I gotta hurry up and
I'm alright
die.
with this. I'm alright with this.
This is how you truly get out of being a forever DM. You just,
Yeah.
if you run a full level 1 to 20 campaign, the chains come off like that scene in Aladdin.
But, for the God, if that were the fucking case, I'd be thrilled. But, just so people know, BCH is in its final arc.
Yeah.
Campaign 2 is in the works.
Yeah.
So it'll be very interesting to see what happens.
We love it.
But
Love to hear it.
thank you to all of our wonderful players. We have Elliot Burning Oak, played by
It's me, Isaac, with the same outro I've done for the last 5 episodes, as boring as that is. And today, I think my favorite part is Elliot having a drink with his old friend Nom, possibly considering if it even is Nom.
And then we have Lyra Dream Shadow, played by.
Hello, I'm Rosie, one Rosie TS on the internet, and my favorite part about today was definitely the Nom cameo. So fun. Very nice for episode 1.
And then we have Nom Dream Shadow, played by.
Oh, I
Me.
missed it so much.
Gentleman Ferret, I'm back.
Yeah, let's go!
Welcome back.
My favorite part was handing out the rocks.
Mm-hmm.
As
The
soon
very-
as PT was like, "Your bag doesn't work anymore," I was like,
Oh,
"This is
no.
what Nam would have done."
Put rocks in it.
Yeah. I just liked having little
And you
servants.
should, and Gentleman Ferret is no longer on Twitch, so you should go check out his YouTube.
Yeah, I
True.
noticed that.
Because the
I'm
videos
gonna go
are
ahead and follow
very
right now.
funny.
There we go.
And then we have Karakareem, played by.
Hello, my name is Terminian Link VT, and my favorite part, while most people have been saying Num's stuff, I want to do something different. I love all of us getting to recap the events of last episode. It felt like one of those like mockumentaries.
Where were you when it happened? And then we
Where
have
were you?
Newsen Worldwalker, played by.
It's me, the Sky Tea. There were so many good parts. I mean, I think it has to be my immediately achieving my New Year's goal of having a pet manatee instantly.
And last but certainly not least, we have Lulin Boldspeaker, played by.
It's me, Frambo, and it's me and PT cooking.
I was
Fucking
threatened,
with
and
gas.
I'm so scared. I'm so scared.
Gas, gotta step on the gas.
But everybody, thank you for joining us on the Disaster Tour. I'm PT, your Disaster Tour Guide. Be sure to join us tomorrow at 3 Central. We are starting the charity stream
Hell yeah.
Let's
for
go.
the Armed Services YMCA, which a little bit about it for people who don't know. They do a lot of really cool things, like they provide childcare for service members. I had a lot of friends who were single parents in the military who would not have been able to do their jobs effectively had these people not just provided free childcare. So I think if you want to support the people in the military without directly supporting everything else, it's a great charity to donate to.
Yeah.
Because they just make sure that veterans and service members are taken care of in the way the government lies and tells them they are. But everybody, we will be live back tomorrow, doing the Baldur's Gate run for 6 hours. We're gonna try and get to the Ketheric Thorm fight. It's gonna be wild. The Shadow Curse lands are all like 12 enemies at a time, and I am but a small, squishy person.
One single dude.
I am but one, but you know what? Velkin deserves it, so let's make it happen. Alright, everybody, thank you for joining us. Is anybody live? I didn't even look at that.
Less
Yeah,
people than usual.
I'm gonna send you all off to a cult. You ready? You're going to see the King of Starfish playing Cult of the Lamb.
Yeah.
Until we see you tomorrow, don't do anything I wouldn't do. The bar is so low, but you already know that. We'll see you next time. Have a wonderful night, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.